All right, Shalom, Makyam. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Racha, Kodash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. I'd like to say Shalom to the elect that's teaching His word now, true faith and sincerity. And today, I just want to get into, Esau being divided. And this is one of the indicators that his kingdom is going down. Of course, you have two Edomite superpowers with America and Russia. But that division, it even goes deeper. Of course, you have the elites. They're not on the same page. But as you can see within Babylon the Great, Democrats and the Republicans. But as we get closer to the perfect day, things becoming clearer and more obvious, and it's blossoming. So that division, now you even seeing it with the MAGA and the Republicans. Actually, this article, the MAGA Civil War, that's the term. That's an actual term, the MAGA Civil War. That's the Lord working in the earth, man. Satan divided against Satan. Matter of fact, let's start off with that. We have read the article. Try to hold it. I'm going to get it. This is St. Matthew 12, verse 25. The reason Yahweh knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation. And every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. See? And if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? So you can see the Edomites from the extreme of two superpowers. If these niggas will put their head together, they'll be making shit happen. But that's not the case. The scripture calls, there's a division among them. The Lord put the spirit, But it said it said every city or house divided. So you saying within this city, Babylon the Great. So I mentioned earlier, you got Democrats and Republicans. But now even within the Republicans, it's a civil war within that. But it says, Satan cast out Satan, how shall his then his kingdom stand? So what is this indicator that this place is on its way out? Another sign America's going to be destroyed. So it says, let's read this article from Daily Beast. Trump 79 picked side in MAGA Civil War. It says Donald Trump has finally chosen a side in a feud that has been tearing his MAGA base apart for months. And really, to sum it up, and we ain't even got to go into it, because ultimately, what's dividing them tiny tops, small hats, Amalek, from the nigga Chuck getting shot to this recent kidnapping of Maduro in Venezuela. That shit, people will split on that. Concerning these what they call them, maggots, maggers. These things are causing the division among them. Because of Tiny Top starting all this shit. Then you'll have so-called these Edomites, they want to push that, especially when that nigga Chuck died, that Judeo-Christian value, you gotta support Israel, that shit. But you got the other side like, fuck that, you don't see what they doing? But at the end of the day, America gonna be destroyed. America gonna go on to World War III and be violently overthrown. But before that, a series of evils and plague is going to befall this place. And one of those things, the Lord, one of those plagues is division. As a matter of fact, let's get something real quick, because this is a curse. Let's get this Jeremiah chapter 30. And, oh, no, that's not it. Man, what is it? It's not Jeremiah 30. Bear with me, let me see. Bear with me. Deuteronomy 30. Why do y'all buy some round shot? Deuteronomy 30 verse 7 reads, "And the Lord thy power will put all these curses upon thy enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee." Now let's go into one of those curses the Lord put on us. But let's get into NLT, Deuteronomy 28. And yep, Deuteronomy 28. And let me go back. I think it's 54. Deuteronomy 28:54. It said, "The most tender-hearted man among you will have no compassion for his own brother, his beloved wife, and his surviving children." And of course, that's going into the seeds. Back then, but that spirit gonna be on Jake today. That spirit on Jake today. Having that evil eye. Yeah, what it says in the KJV, his eye shall be evil toward his brother. Well, now we seeing that spirit on the Edomites. Because a nigga say he a Democrat, that already, depending on where you at, especially like in the South and shit. But now if you are, let's just say you a MAGA and you say you support tiny tots, that can spark something now. Even with now, you can't just have the MAGA hat. You got to take a step further. Now you got to put the tiny top on top of that hat. Because when as you read the article, it talks about Trump choosing a side. He choosing the side those that support the tiny tops. And as the scripture say, the least of the flock shall draw them out. See, Amalek finna get everybody fucked up. Well, as you can see, this is one of those curses that's been put on them. That evil eye, that spirit of division is on them. And matter of fact, let's get this in the book of, I think it's 1 Samuel. Concerning the Lord put the spirit on those Philistines to kill each other, man. Right. This is the book of 1 Samuel 14. And they'll sum it up. This is really, Israel in this battle with the Philistines. And they had Jonathan went forth. He was getting busy, but the Lord had the spirit on these Hamites to kill each other off, man. And we're going to get it. That's 1 Samuel 14. I started verse 19. It reads, "And it came to pass, while Saul talked unto the priest, that the noise that was in the host of the Philistines went on and increased. And Saul said unto the priest, Withdraw thine hand. And Saul and all the people that were with him assembled themselves, and they came to the battle. And behold, every man's sword was against his fellow. And there was a very great discomfiture." See? Matter of fact, let's get in the NLT. Said, Then Saul, all his men rushed out to the battle and found the Philistines killing each other. There was a terrible confusion everywhere. So that's what the Lord putting the spirit on these devils. They're gonna ultimately kill each other. Or what it says in Revelation the 6th chapter, that they should kill one another. And of course that's concerning the climax of World War III, as I mentioned earlier. You got these two superpowers, they two Edomite superpowers, America and Russia. And them niggas can't even put their heads together. So the Lord even going down the pike, you can't. You got Democrats and Republicans. Now you got the woke this and the MAGA and the tiny top first, America first. All that shit. It's just everything is it's really like it's being broken up. It's not one solid piece no more, man. That's what the Lord is doing. He breaking that shit up. And the icing on the cake is that fire, the destruction, man. So this is all the indicators America's on its way out. So yeah, I might just hold it with edifying. I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Racha, Kudash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect, the teaching word in all truth, faith, and sincerity. Shalom.